So we're gonna go on to our face-off, and
Mhm.
it's a weird face-off. We may want to discuss it
Yeah,
with the fans, just kind of what exactly this face-off is involving before we discuss it.
right.
So the NFL has decided to change the uniform numbers and give the players options as to what numbers they could wear. So if you look at normally like a linebacker could be anywhere between 50 and 99, let's just say. They have the option to have single digits now, which will change. Wide receivers can change to single digits versus the 80s numbers and the teens. And so a lot of different changes. Tom Brady's already come out on record and said that he doesn't like it. He thinks that's going to basically mean a lot of bad football. I mean, is this even worth arguing on the face-off this week?
I'm not
Or should we
sure.
just discuss it?
I'm not sure because, like,
I don't know if I could be for or against it. I'm really
Face off!
face off. They want a
all
face off
right, all right, all right. So who's going to be for the
change, and
change?
who's against?
Ron Ford!
Ron is for the change. Ron is
Okay,
for the change.
all
We've
right.
got our Sports Unfolded face off timer. We're going to set 1 minute on the clock,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you're
whenever
gonna
you're
love
ready,
this.
whenever you're ready.
Wait, am I first?
Yeah, it was first last week.
Okay, no, no. I just wanted to
Right?
make sure.
Whenever you're
So I'm
ready.
for the change.
You are for the change. You like this change.
Okay. Okay. All right. So first of all, there's going to be a shortage of numbers eventually because all these players that retire and they get their numbers retired, and it seems to happen a lot to receivers, quarterbacks, linebackers, and cornerbacks. So with that theory, you can actually shuffle in some of those lineman numbers to get in there because eventually, like, we're going to have to switch over to three numbers anyway. So you might as well just start doing it now. Like,
Number 101.
it's not going to affect
I don't
the
know.
quarterback because he's not going to see the numbers. He's not like looking through everybody to see the numbers. So it's not going to change the game at all. So I don't know why Tom Brady was for, against it. It doesn't matter. He's not looking at his number. He knows who's who. Like, you're wearing a different colored jersey. Get over it. It doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Xbox doesn't like that word, by the way.
Oh yes, we found that out. All right. So I am against. I am against.
Yeah, I gotta
All right.
press what number?
Just hit start.
Start. Okay. You
I'm
ready?
ready. Go ahead.
All right, there we
So
go.
I look at it in a different way. If you look at tradition and what the NFL has meant and what these players have, basically formed through all this time, the number one sports entity in the United States is the NFL. Why change something that's working? Why make something different so fans that have been following for 30 years, 40 years now look at this game and say, why do I have a linebacker who's number one or number zero come blitzing on a call? And as for Tom Brady, and as much as I have my issues with Tom Brady since he left New England, if you look at the fact that a lot of times when they're calling these plays, it's easier for a quarterback to identify who's a blitzing linebacker. It's going to be a lot more difficult now because if you got a number 7, what does that mean? What is a number 7? What is that? You want a lineman that's going to have a single digit number. Like, don't change something that's worked. It's working. Stick with it.
It's just ridiculous.
But I don't even understand what the NFL is thinking they're gonna accomplish with this. It's not
Doesn't matter.
financially. It doesn't
Things
make a
change.
difference.
They don't even do
All right, so
normal
then,
kickoffs
so,
anymore.
so if you look at it this way, how about baseball wanting to add a pitch count or making bigger bases or all these things that
Bigger bases.
they want to make the bases bigger
Okay.
because they say it'll help with steals because now it gives them less of a like
Get faster.
This is the things, but this is what they're talking about changing, and the NFL didn't really have to change much. They've already changed the way you can hit a player and how you can block and all these different rules that have slowed down the game or made offense right. What does this really accomplish?
Hey, maybe that adds to the credibility of the defense now. Because now they don't know who's coming because their number is different. Oh, and instead of Hightower wearing his number, now he's 4. Does
Which
it
is a
matter?
kicker's
Is
number.
that going to change?
That's a kicker's number, though.
Is that going to change his numbers?
I've been watching football since 1985. I know a kicker is a single-digit number. I don't need to see a kicker at 83. Like, what does that accomplish to me? Is he a
Doesn't
wide
matter.
receiver?
What is it going to do?
Is he a wide receiver now? Like,
It
who's this
means
number 83 guy? Oh,
nothing.
wait, that's the kicker.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
look at this guy, number 74,
know,
punting. Like,
all
what are
the
we
fans,
doing?
Like half the fans that watch the games now don't even know there's been that tradition with the numbers. Like some of them
true
are
fan
like
knows.
13. They
A
don't
true fan
know. They have
knows.
no clue.
The fact that we're still arguing this is pretty amazing because I'm just blown away that you would feel like this isn't a
It
big
doesn't
deal.
matter. I don't care. It's not going to change anything. Because if
Bobby-
that kicker has a number 83, is it going to make him miss? No, the timeout is going to make him
just
miss.
doesn't
The
look
same
right.
thing. Doesn't matter.
Let's paint the grass blue,
So
orange, and
Okay,
let's
so-
just change everything now.
if
Why don't we go backwards? Let's
okay,
do
the
this.
kick is
Here's a-
wearing 83.
Here's a
right?
better
No,
idea.
wait,
I got a
wait,
better
wait,
idea
wait.
for the NFL. Start at 100. Every team has 100, and then just deduct points.
If a kicker
Like
is
every
83,
time, just deduct points.
you
The one
got
that gets the
a
zero.
linebacker
'Cause it
or
don't
a
matter.
or a lineman trying to rush that kicker. Does it matter? Is he looking at the number or is he looking at
He's
the
going to think there's
football?
another kicker on the other side because the
No,
guy's going to
he's
be a number
not.
4. And he's going, why is number 4? Why is the kicker
That's
out on defense right
absurd. That's absurd. He's not going to think that.
now? NFL, start at 100, countdown.
If Tom Brady changed his number to 99,
Uh,
you think they're going to know it's Tom Brady or not? Of course they are.
Tom Brady's made 20 plus years at number 12. You want to make him number 96?
No, it's a player's option.
Tom Brady, number 96.
It's a player's option. If he wants to go to number 99, he can do it.
So Daniel says there should be no problems. There's 2 sets on offense and defense. So should we have the same number? Should there be an offensive guy that could be number 80 and a defensive
You're
guy that's
eventually
number
going to
80?
have to do something because as time goes on, numbers get retired. Okay, you're eventually going to run out of football numbers. They're gonna run out. Then you're either going to have to do both offense and defense, or you're going to have to go to triple digits. Who wants to be the first 149? Who wants to be the first one with that?
Well, maybe you could do 1-1, and then we'll just do that. I mean, we'll just add a
Wait,
dash
no.
in there.
You can put a letter, so you could be A1.
How about this? What we go back to the
Everybody can call
XFL
you
days,
steak
like
sauce.
he hates me, or they could have just nicknames.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Right there we go. NFL, just change it all up. Ruining the sport.
Love it. Love
number
this.
4 linebacker. I don't want to see a Hightower number 4. He's 54. He's a linebacker.
It's only losing one number.
That's what college
They're going to
does right
still
now.
know that it's
So
Hightower.
college pro, Daniel. College versus pro. These are professionals now. There's a different standard, a different league. How dare you bring that argument up?
No, you're absolutely fine. It's just ridiculous.
Daniel,
A-
you're
a
wrong.
number is a number. A number is a number. It doesn't
Why
matter.
don't we just, you know what, Ron? I am so fired up right now about this. Let's add a letter. How about 1A, 1B? Who's the button? Just add a letter to it.
I just said that. A1.
A1 steak sauce. I like it. Yeah, and then the nickname will say steak sauce. And then you could put all the advertising on the whole jersey, right? Even in the pants, nice little
Absolutely.
bottle of A1 steak sauce on his thigh.
Just
That's what I want to
look,
see
just think of
when I'm
all the
watching
marketing
football.
he could do after that.
When I'm watching football, I want to remember back in 90s. I can't. I'm shocked. I am
So who
appalled.
do you think won this argument?
Yeah, who won that face-off?
Come
The
on,
fans that
Daniel.
are out there, the
Dan
fans that are
Dan.
watching live. Was that Ron or Eric that won that face-off? Clearly Eric.
No,
Clearly Eric. You
No.
all know it. Remember.
you made no